He's completed more formation laps than actual race laps, had a debut that lasted only 3 corners, and was hated by the F1 community before he even stepped foot in a Formula 1 car. Yes, we're of course talking about Nikita Mazepin. Or Mazepin as he's been nicknamed by fans. After what can only be described as an underwhelming F1 debut, Mazepin has copped some stick in the media, and after similarly poor performances in testing, practice and qualifying, the question has to be asked: is Nikita Mazepin the worst ever Formula 1 driver?
Nikita Mazepin in the Haas, veering off into the barriers at turn 3.
Usually a driver's reputation is developed over a few seasons, maybe after a few races if they really stand out. But after 3 corners, that's gotta be some kind of record. Heck, he's even already got a website showing you exactly how long ago his last spin was. And you'd think he'd be eager to distract us from the disgusting antics on social media last year and put in a half decent drive to, at the very least, finish the race. But then again, it's Nikita Mazepin we're talking about. After starting in last place after, you guessed it, a spin in qualifying, Mazepin had seriously set the bar low. I mean, come on. We literally had 0 expectations for this guy, and he somehow still managed to disappoint us. After he got away from the line, Mazepin was doing alright heading into turn 1. He was ahead of his teammate Mick Schumacher at the very least. But after getting a bit twitchy on the exit of turn 2, Mazepin got on the throttle a little too early into turn 3, completely losing the back end, and sending the car hurtling into the wall. And boy was it unsettling seeing a Haas go off in that corner again. However, this time, the driver was okay. I think his race lasted something like 25 seconds in the end. In fact, I could probably show you the entirety of his race and not get copyrighted. That's how short it was. I feel sorry for poor Gunther, to be honest. He needed the financial backing Mazepin would bring to the team just to keep them alive. But Mazepin's just making a mockery of them. First the Instagram video, then whatever that livery is, and now a driver that probably wouldn't even pass a normal driving test. And Mick Schumacher as well, it's really not a team anyone wants to be associated with at the moment. Formula 1 is supposed to be the pinnacle of motorsport, with the fastest cars and the best drivers. So how did Mazepin manage to get his way into this elusive seat? Well, to answer that, let's take a look at his junior career. In 2016, Mazepin finished 20th with only 10 points in the Formula 3 European Championship. He somehow managed to retain his seat and managed a 10th place the following year. In 2019, he moved up into F2, finishing in 18th place before coming 5th place in the 2020 F2 Championship. So as you can see, Mazepin's had a pretty stunning junior career. Not? I mean, let's compare that to his teammate Mick Schumacher, who won the 2020 F2 Championship and deservedly got a seat in F1, following in his father's footsteps. So how did Mazepin end up in F1? One word: money. You see, paid drivers have become common in Formula 1. Nicholas Latifi bought his way into F1 with Williams, and Lance Stroll's father literally bought a team so his son could compete. However, there is a stark difference between these guys and Nikita Mazepin. Both Latifi and Stroll saw success in lower level competitions, and Lance especially has been showing his talent in Formula 1 over the past few seasons. Mazepin, however, is different. Not only did he have little success in junior levels, he's also not exactly showing his talent now in F1. But is he the worst ever Formula 1 driver? Well, after one race it's hard to tell, and unless he only lasts 3 corners at every other race on the calendar, it's unlikely he'll ever be as bad as Mahavir Reganet.